It's a weather smorgasbord this weekend with our storms, strong winds, heavy rain, and even some plowable snow in parts of the area. It's meteorologist Joe Martucci, and let's talk about our weekend here. We do have a dry morning across central and eastern parts of upstate New York, so that is the good news. But as we go into the afternoon, rain begins between noon to 2 p.m. for places like Auburn and around that I-81 corridor. We do have that St. Patrick's Day parade in Auburn as well, so that's something to be aware of. Then, as we go into the evening, it makes its way towards the I-87 corridor, so from Ticonderoga down to Albany, this looks to start sometime between 7 to 9 p.m. Now, it's a soaking rain in central New York as we go into the afternoon. And you notice that snow in the Adirondacks. Well, what happens is that snow makes its way really first east to west, going from the Adirondacks into central New York, and then pushes east. But notice our temperatures here, generally above 32 degrees, even some 40s here with a wintry mix. This won't stick on the roads and the sidewalks, at least during the day here. But it will be snowing, moderate intensity at times into the afternoon. And then we see lake effect snow as we go into our Sunday night and our Monday here. As this storm wraps up, temperatures do fall below 32 by this point in time. So I do believe overall, yes, some areas of plowable snow, especially in central New York and the Adirondacks, but I don't believe that this will make its way really towards eastern New York, save for places like Ticonderoga, north of Glens Falls, where, yeah, you see 3 to 4.5 inches, but probably half of that is sticking on the roads. Even that half of that's enough to be plowed. We take a look at some other totals here. Auburn forecast 4 to 5.5 inches of snow. Sterling 2.5 to 4 inches of snow. Now, we do have rainfall to talk about as well. Before that transition to snow, we do have rain, and it does look like we are talking about over an inch for most parts here, and that would be enough to cause flooding issues. Now, not all of this rain that you see on this model will actually fall as rain. Some of it will be snow, but generally over an inch, and we are talking about a few roadways, streams, and creeks that could flood. In terms of wind gusts, not that much for Friday night, but as we go into early Saturday, it gets gusty in central New York. Wind gusts around 40 miles an hour or so. Not enough to give power outages, but enough to blow over the garbage can and knock over loose objects. Then as we go into the core of the storm itself, Saturday night and into Sunday, notice our winds flipping here. You see them now coming out of the west as we go into Sunday morning, but not all that strong, generally staying under 40 miles an hour. When winds really strengthen will be as that precipitation exits and we get into Sunday night and Monday, where you do have those lake effect snow showers, but at the same time, you're talking about strong winds that are at or above 40 miles an hour for central New York, and even getting to 40 in eastern New York here across the area. Let's take a look at our wind chills. Really, it's a lack of wind chills Friday night, but wind chills will fall as we go into our Saturday morning, especially as you make your way towards the Vermont border. And then as we go into Saturday, they drop below 32 in central New York. You see those 20s for wind chills there in Auburn and Fairhaven. And then for Monday, it gets cold. Wind chills will be in the teens in central New York, 20s for eastern New York, and this is March 11th by this point. So it's unusual, but it's not rare, of course, for this time of the year. So to recap, it's strong winds Saturday morning in central New York. Precipitation begins Monday afternoon, central New York, Monday evening as you make your way towards the I-87 corridor. Stream, creek, flooding both possible on Saturday. Snow barely sticks to the roads Sunday during the day, but they will during the nights. And if that snow gets heavy, it could stick too, no matter what time of day it is as well. You can check out more from our Lee Weather team with our Across the Sky podcast. New episodes come out